Do you hate AI?
Yeah.
Are you sick and tired of it ruining your daily midnight scroll? Huh?
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, you made it to the right place. Let me get myself a little situated for this video. So obviously, as y'all can tell, it is a pretty chill video. It's just a draw with me. And I know you're probably like, okay, so what was that intro about? Pretty much the reason why I wanted to bring up that intro was mainly because I liked the video, I liked the photo like 6 months ago, I think it was. And I went back to my photos and images and stuff like that, because when I'm on Instagram, I always kind of like go through what I've liked in the past few months, because most of the time it's like inspiration that I find that I want to kind of like get back into or kind of actually use so I don't forget. So I was like going through all of my liked videos and stuff, and I seen an image and I was like, is that AI? Why was the name literally AI illustrations? I was like, really, bruh? Now the thing is, I don't know if I noticed at the time it was AI. I genuinely can't remember, because like I said, it was like months and months ago. But I was like, looking at it now, I'm like, yeah, that's like obviously AI. But I guess in the moment, I was probably like half tired, like maybe I couldn't tell. And that just kind of got me thinking a little bit, and I'm like, I don't see much AI on my timeline, but I know there are people who like supposedly say it floods their timeline. I'm like, thank God I'm not one of those people, because truthfully, apparently I can't tell the difference. Like, literally, I was like, are you joking? Did I actually just like that? I personally think what could have possibly happened. Y'all hear my dogs barking? I think what could have possibly happened was that I was like, this is good inspiration, just liked it and didn't really take into account like what it was. Or maybe I knew it was AI. What if I knew it was AI and was just like, I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna steal. That's probably what it was. I probably knew it was AI and was like, I'm gonna steal this. I'm gonna steal this. But then again, also, oftentimes, I don't even really notice, because the other day I was on Pinterest and I was going through my Pinterest saved, and I see it was another thing that was AI. And I think it was just so quick in the moment. Once again, like, things just be happening so quick in the moment that I truthfully am not paying attention. I'm like, this is sad, but it's true. Like, I'm really not paying attention that hard, to the point where I'm like sometimes I am, but sometimes I'm literally just not. Like, I'm just not paying attention. And I think like that was genuinely one of those times. And it's so interesting to me, like, we've been talking about this AI situation for months now. Like, artists have been, speaking their truths heavily about it, which obviously we have the right to. But it just like kind of got me like rethinking about it, because I feel like it's evolving in the weirdest way. It isn't even in like amazing ways. It's like the weirdest way. I keep seeing these videos on my timeline, my FYP, of like Yeti vlogs. And I'm like, Yeti vlogs? Why am I seeing AI Yeti vlogs? And I'm just like, this is what people are using AI for? Like, genuinely, this is what we're using AI for? Yeti vlogs? Out of all the things we could use AI for, it's like, what the heck? And it just seems so dumb. But those are the type of things that like keep me positive, because I'm like, hopefully this is another NFT situation and people kind of leave the artists alone after a while, and we can go about our way and do our own thing, because that's just what it's like giving. That's what it's giving right now, because it's like AI Yeti vlogs, babies singing. Actually, creepily enough, is babies doing a lot of random stuff. I'm like, y'all gotta leave the kids alone. Y'all gotta leave the kids alone. Because the way that niggas are just putting kids in the most random situations, I'm like, Lord have mercy. Save the children. Save the children. Like, this is crazy. My freaking mom She is like obsessed. You know, all the old heads is obsessed with AI. She is literally obsessed with these like stupid little like baby singing videos. And I'm just like, girl, can you not, like, I know she knows they're fake, but I'm just like, come on now. Can we like please have a little bit of like I don't even know. Like, I know all of our parents have to be like obsessed with AI. I know they have to be, because my mom is. My mom is literally obsessed with AI, and I'm just like, girl, you have a bunch of creatives in your household. Please put the AI down. And like, she doesn't make anything with AI, but it's like she's consuming it. So I'm like, I guess it's not as bad. But I'm just like, girl, I do not want to see no baby singing no AI, no AI Chinese song. It's this one song, bro. I'm like, yo, get that out of my face. And it's just like, I don't know, the conversations can just go on and on forever. But honestly, I don't know. As an artist, like, I'm not really afraid about what AI could do, because it's like, at the end of the day, if I have to move on, then I'll move on, which I really probably don't think I'll have to. But like I said, if I have to, then whatever. But what gets me is like, all the non-artists are like, AI is accessible art, and it's like, it starts with the AI art. That's where it starts. Next thing you know, they're coming after you. Like, all the non-art people swear up and down that like they're safe. No, the minute they can figure out a way to make whatever you do cheaper, quicker, faster, they're going to do that. Literally. And I'm just like, if y'all, it just starts with the art. The minute they see that y'all don't care about the art, they're like, okay, great, on to the next. And then it's going to be some other crazy thing that like, we're like, how could you get rid of that? And it's like, well, you didn't care about the art, so why would you care about this? And that's where my mind is at. I'm like, you think you're safe? Nobody's safe. They always test the waters with something that is seemingly random, and then it kind of goes in, and then it becomes more serious. And I'm putting quotes because, you know, how quotes work. And I'm just like, yeah, these people, man, y'all don't understand. Y'all do not know what you are signing yourselves up for. Like, I genuinely don't think people understand. And with the way the world is right now, you know who does and does not understand things. You know? You know what I mean? And it's just like crazy to me. Because I'm like, I don't know why I can always tell AI art is AI art, but it's just like, it lacks so much substance, it's not even funny. Like, it so obviously lacks substance. It doesn't matter what the style is, I'm always just like, that's AI. Every single time, that is AI. It could be like a super rendered down style, it could be a cartoon-like style. I can look at something, and 10 times out of 10, y'all, I can tell it's AI art. And I'm just like, what is the point? And now even commercials are using it. I scroll on TikTok more than I like to admit. I'll tell you that right now. I scroll on TikTok way more than I like to admit. And I see commercials literally using AI, and I'm like, and then it isn't even like something that they need to use AI for, which is, I think, one of the most frustrating parts. I seen this one, and if you're chronically online like I am, it's literally, y'all, no joke, a golden retriever in a field of tennis balls. It's not like it's hella tennis balls either. It's literally like 30 tennis balls with a golden retriever sitting in the pile, and then a background that's like a foresty background or something. And I'm just like, bruh, you're telling me you couldn't have gotten a golden retriever, 50 tennis balls, and sat them in the woods and took a photo? I'm just like, y'all are actually angering me now, because it's like you're cutting costs, but for no reason. Like, the costs are being cut for absolutely no reason. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, I'm interested to see where it goes, because we seen how NFTs went. They kind of came and went. Like, I don't even think people even talk about them anymore. Like, people got their money off of it. Some people benefit from it, whatever. But it's just like, they came and went so fast. I think within a year, NFTs blew up and then fizzled out. within like that same year. And it's so interesting to like be able to have experienced that. And I'm almost like, will it be the same with AI art? I feel like AI in general probably will not go anywhere. That's whatever. But I'm like, AI art specifically, I'm like, I feel like that's going to like fizzle out very, very quick. Because whether people want to admit it or not, they care a lot about art. Like, art is literally in everything. People are literally raving right now about the new freaking Stranger Things trailer. My sister literally just sent me the new Stranger Things trailer. That took a team of people. That took hella teams of people. And you're trying to tell me that, like, you don't care about art and AI art is just essentially okay? Like, please. You can make it seem that way, sure, whatever, fine. Follow the trends, but it's like a lot of people care more about art than they want to admit, and that's fine. You know? People still go and watch movies that involve a lot of different artists in a bunch of different artistic fields. And people will continue to deny these claims. And like, it's fine, but it's just like, can it fizzle out a little bit quicker now for our sanity, people? Wait, let me check if this joint is And speaking of Stranger Things, like, have y'all seen, if any of y'all have seen, like, the TV show at all, let me know what y'all think about it. Because every time I, like think about Stranger Things, it's one of those shows that I feel like is, like, one in a million. Because you can try to hate on it. Like, I tried to hate on it for a minute. It was, like, a year after Stranger Things came out that I finally watched it. And it is as good as people make it seem. It really is. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. And it's just so crazy because I remember specifically when it had came out, my mom and my younger sister were like obsessed with it. And they were like, you gotta watch this TV show. It's so good. And I think at the time, the reason why I didn't watch it is because it was back when we had cable. And I was a really, really big on cable. Like, I loved cable as a kid, specifically because Vampire Diaries, Supernatural, and then The Flash being like the main one, were literally some of my favorite TV shows. So I would really only tune in to that. And when it came to Netflix, I can't remember really like wanting to watch anything. I remember I would watch like anime and stuff like that on Netflix, and that was probably pretty much it. So when it came to like them trying to get me to watch this TV show, I was like, man, I ain't watching that TV show. Like, I just like, I'm like, this joint probably corny. And I think I like pretty much kept up that narrative in my mind for probably about like I said, like about a year, I want to say. And I think it was when Actually, it might be longer than a year, because I remember when the current season that is out right now, I want to say the third one, or maybe it's the fourth one. When that season came out, I remember specifically me and my sister rewatched the entire show, but genuinely, I think that might have been either the second or first time I had watched it. So truthfully, I think I hated on that show for its duration of being out. I just never really was like, ooh, let me watch this. Like, I didn't really like care for real. But I watched it, y'all, and it is as good as people say. Like, it truthfully is. Down to like all the little kind of Easter eggs and everything. It's genuinely like a really good show, and I recommend it if you like nostalgic things and you want to get into something super cool like that. I would definitely watch Stranger Things. And I don't even have any like conspiracy theories. I just wish Eddie wasn't dead. I really do. Like, genuinely speaking, I really liked his character. I really, really like Joseph Quinn as Eddie. I think he did a really good job. And he's genuinely going to go down as one of my favorite characters from the TV show. And it was a really good watch. And I also think it kind of opened up a lot of like good conversations about our society, even how it even still is to this day. Because even though the show was set in the 80s and they did a really, really good job of like letting you know it's set in the 80s, I think it also still has a lot of themes that are very apparent even today, like the whole like racism thing, with the way people treat Billy's character and how they make it seem like he had this like redemption arc and just kind of forgot everything that he like did to Lucas and even his sister. I'm like, oh man, if you want to excuse him being a racist, which is kind of crazy, what about like him being just a terrible brother? It's like, I mean, I guess he cute. Like, I thought he was cute for a bit. I didn't really like his character though. Like, genuinely, I didn't like his character. I still don't like his character. But I mean, I guess since he saved his sister, like I guess he's okay in her eyes. If I was Lucas though, I'd still be like like I'll still be like, boy, I don't even care for real. Like, genuinely I don't. Cause what that got to do with me? That ain't my brother. All I know is torture from that dude. He ain't do nothing good by me. He ain't ever do right by me, so why I gotta care? You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm excited for it to be back out. I really am, truthfully. I'm excited to see what they're going to do with it. Because, oh my god, I mean, this show has been going on for pretty much ever. Like, I as long as I can remember, this show has been going on. So I'm, like, actually excited to see it end. But I heard that they're breaking up the season. I hope this isn't true, but Netflix always does stuff like this, so I'm not shocked. But I heard that they're going to do like 3 different releases, which I'm like, bruh, that's a lot. 2 different releases, okay, because I think they did that before, right? 2 releases, whatever. Like, fine, do your 2 releases, but 3 different releases, 3, and then they're like a month apart. It's like one is dropping September, then I think the next one is dropping December, right? No, my fault. One is dropping November. One is dropping, I want to say, Christmas, I think. And then the third one is dropping New Year's. I'm like, why would you want to drop it on Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's? It's like, now you gotta watch it. Because at that point, you gonna wait 3 whole months. Do you know the amount of spoilers that could culminate in that time? Like, I'm having an anxiety attack just thinking about it. Like, you won't be able to avoid the spoilers in 3 months. Especially on TikTok. I might have to do some sort of serotonin, like, cleanse. Because there's no way I'm avoiding spoilers with that. And I know my sister gonna try to watch it without me. I'm just like, bruh. They ain't even, like, try to have a smart release. They're only thinking about money here. And guess what? I'm gonna have to watch it. Because I do not want spoilers. I don't want spoilers, yo. And I just know. People are waiting to spoil, like, that's the one thing I did like about the TikTok ban. And I'm gonna talk about that too. But yeah, people just wait to spoil things. And I'm like, wow, I can't remember, what are some of the big spoilers I've seen? What are some of the big spoilers I've seen? In terms of Marvel, before I watched, I think it was Spider-Man No Way Home, I knew all three Spider-Man were going to be in it. And the crazy thing is, I seen it, but when it came out, so I don't even know how the heck I seen a spoiler. But I knew it was going to be all three YouTube, see? Gotta stay off that internet. But yeah, I knew all the Spider-Man were going to be in it. I think there was another Spider-Man one, but I can't think of what. I think it was something about Doctor Strange and him being in the Doctor Strange movie. That was another spoiler. What else? I definitely seen a Stranger Things spoiler, but I genuinely cannot remember which one it was. I can't remember which one it was. But I do remember getting a Stranger Things spoiler. What other TV show or movie? A lot of Marvel ones. But I try my best to see them as early as possible just so that it doesn't happen. But yeah, it's definitely always some sort of Marvel spoiler, because that's like one of the main things that you don't want to get spoiled nowadays. Not in this economy, not with the prices of these tickets. I'll be ready to kill a nigga over a spoiler with these movie prices. I can't lie to you. It's like I'm paying $50 and a kidney to go see a movie. Y'all better not spoil it. On I don't want to say on God, because that's not good. But on something, I better not see no spoiler, or it's about to get real crazy up in here. I'm not lying. I'm not lying, y'all. And then my siblings, they be ready to draw blood over a spoiler. I'm not gonna lie. My older sister, please, she be about ready to curse your name over a spoiler. My younger sister, she won't be caring for real. She'll spoil something just because she want to spoil it. My older sister though, please spoil something for her if you want to. She ain't gonna talk to you for 3 days, just off the strength of that. So yeah, my family don't play much about spoilers, but I get it though. Like I said, an arm and a leg and a kidney just to go watch a movie, and then you gonna spoil it for me before I get a chance to? And I almost thought I seen a Thunderbolt spoiler, but it ended up being something totally different. I don't know what it ended up being, but it wasn't Thunderbolt, so I'm happy about that. But yeah, on the TikTok ban, yo, I was one of them dumb people who, when TikTok got banned, I immediately deleted the app. I ain't even give it. When I tell y'all, like, app was gone, within that 10 minutes of the app being gone, I deleted it. I don't know. I just felt like I can't use it, and I had to edit a bunch of videos and stuff anyway. So I'm like, if it's not in my mind, maybe I won't think about it, bro. I didn't even let it marinate. Tell me why 3 days after the TikTok ban, the app was back. Actually, I don't even think it was 3 days. I think it was like 48 hours the app was back. Now I'm sitting over here looking dumb. App gone. Like, I'm like, because they took it off the app store. So if you had the app on your phone, you could still access it, because it was like, oh, you got the app on your phone, so it doesn't matter that it's deleted or whatever, because you can still use it on your phone. I'm sitting over here dumb. No TikTok, right? So I'm on every other app, and I loved it. I really did. I felt like I was really being productive, and I really felt okay with my decision. I'm just like, you know what? All my followers that I've gained over the years, they're gone, and that's okay, because I'm gonna build them up again, right? And it's crazy because I'm like, who told me that it came back? I think my cousin. My cousin is the most chronically online person you'll ever meet in your entire life. Like, when I tell you, her TikTok references have references, it's like not even funny. So she was the person that I think notified us, like, yo, it's back. Like, yo, TikTok back. So I'm like, TikTok's back? I deleted it, y'all. I was like, yo, it's gone for me. And that just began my, like, I don't know, I felt spiritual. Like, I felt like I don't know. I feel like maybe I was the chosen one. That's why I deleted TikTok. I ended up not doing what I would hope would happen, because I want to say it was like a month that it was deleted. So I was like, ooh, this is great. I'm going to blow up on everything else. Psych, you thought. My growth just ended up staying steady as it is right now. But what I did love, like I was saying earlier, was that I did not get any spoilers. I did not know what was going on. I didn't hear about nothing. I felt like I fell out of the loop with TikTok, but when TikTok was like off my phone, bro, I genuinely was like, I don't know anything about anything. Like, I don't know what's happening. Like, anywhere. People like, yo, did you hear about? No, I didn't hear about it. Like, how many times I gotta tell you I ain't got TikTok? Before you understand, I ain't got TikTok. I ain't got nothing. But y'all, I ain't gonna lie, it was actually like a little bit of like a serotonin. What is that called? Dopamine cleanse? An unofficial dopamine cleanse. Which was nice. It was nice. It was a time. Like, it really was a time. Would I do it again? No. But I am trying to get my screen time under control. I really, really am, because I have a job, and I'm not going to say sadly. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the job. Don't get me wrong. But I do have another job outside of YouTube and social media and selling art and stuff like that. And one thing I do in order to keep my screen time low is I set a timer on my phone. Now, a timer will only work on your phone if you allow it to work. If you don't allow the timer to work, then it's not going to work. So what I do is, on days that I know I have work the next day, if the timer runs out, the timer runs out. Like, the time, if you want to be scrolling on TikTok for 3 hours, because I only give myself 3 hours, right, a day, which seems like a lot, but it's really not. So I'm like, yo, if you want to be scrolling on TikTok for 3 hours, sure, go for it. If that timer runs out and I have work the next day, I force myself not to add more time, because you can add like 30 minutes, 5 minutes, an hour, whatever. I literally like force myself not to add any more time. And that's only on the days I have work the next day. If I don't have work the next day, please, I can hit unlimited time for the day, and I'll be in that joint. I'm talking about in that app. But no, let me stop, because that's not funny. That's not good, y'all. It's really not. Like, it's an addiction at this point. But no, like, seriously, it actually helps me a lot. Because even though I don't necessarily like working, I am working, so I'm going to respect the fact that I have a job, whether I want the job or not. Like, I have the job because I want it, so I'm going to respect the fact that I got it, and I want to show up as best as possible at the job. But the only way I can do that is if I prepare well enough the day before, I get a good amount of sleep, yada, 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 stuff like that, right? So I keep my screen time low just for that specific reason. Now, a lot of people don't. I know a lot of people, man, they do not give a F about that. Like, and I respect them for that. But I'm like, if I'm going to go to this job, I'm going to show up as best as I possibly can, whether I want to be there or not. Like, obviously I want to be there. That's the thing. The illusion of choice. It's like, yeah, I don't have a choice because I got the job myself, and I, have hours and I'm clocked in. But also, y'all, genuinely, if I didn't want to go to work, I could literally just not go. I could quit today, and that would be the facts. That would be it. So I'm going to the work and I'm going to the job every day because I want to go. So it's like, I'm not going to show up and just act dumb. It's like, no, girl, you already done got the job and you showing up every day because you obviously want to be here. So it's like, act correct. So that's why I'm like, you know what? On those days I got work, I'm not going to have insane screen time because there's just no point. Like, oh, also, you guys are probably watching this like, what am I drawing? I'm drawing my mother. And fun fact, she ended up not even thinking this looked like her. So I thought that was funny because I knew she was going to do that. I knew she was going to say that because she's just always like that. She's real, like, and I don't take it negative, but she's real nitpicky with, like, the art that she sees. She literally does not care. Like, she's going to say what she has to say when she wants to say it. And I know she doesn't mean it in, like, a harsh way, but I guess it can come off as harsh. But like I said, I didn't really care. Like, it didn't really bother me because I know my mother. And I knew she was going to say that. So I was like, it doesn't look like you? You don't think it looks like you? Mind y'all, if y'all saw this image of my mother, and there was a group of women lined up in a room, I know for a fact if all you had to go off was this image, you would be like, oh, that's your mom. Because y'all, it looks like her. She can say whatever she wants, but it looked just like her in my mind. And that's honestly all I needed. Because I genuinely wanted to draw this. And I've been trying to get into like drawing things I want to do more, as well as fan art. Like, oh my god, I've been wanting to get into fan art more. So I'm hoping that when Gen V comes back in, I want to say September, it's supposed to come back, which I'm so hyped about. I'm like, I need to get more into my fan art bag. Because I love when people just like, they're a fan of something and they just draw it all the time. That's how I want to be. So that's how I'm trying to be with like Gen V. I'm like, maybe Gen V will be the thing that I claim as my own and kind of like draw it all the time. Like those people that you see. Like there's a couple artists who like, oh my god, they only draw. They like blew up specifically for drawing like certain things. I'm like, I'm about to be one of those people. Myself off a little bit short there, y'all. Mainly because I'm nearing the end of this drawing. If you guys liked it, please just give this video a thumbs up. Let me guys know what you think about the drawing. Let me guys know what you think about the video in general. I like this type of video. I watch Draw With Me's all the time on YouTube. It's one of probably my most watched art video. I love just sitting back, chilling, not even necessarily doing art, but I will put an art video on in the background, or like a Draw With Me on in the background. So I thought, you know what? Let me try that. Let me do something that I will watch and see how people like end up liking it. So let me just know how you guys feel about the video down below. Also, follow me on Instagram. I try to be as active as possible on there. That's where I share a lot of my art and my art processes on my actual like feed. Yeah, so just like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how you're thinking and what you're feeling about the topics that we talked about down below. I really appreciate it. What else did we talk about? Oh yeah. Just let me know. Let me know if you guys like the video. And I'll see you guys next week with more interesting type videos. I'm gonna try to do more interesting videos, y'all. Do more like in the know topics or whatever. If you have any suggestions, let me know down below. And with that, I will see you guys in the next one.